Welcome to the National Indoor Soccer League. It's game 3 at the E.G. Whitlam Centre, Liverpool, and it's the A.C.T. against Victoria. The A.C.T. in their first match against New South Wales lost by 13 goals to 10, but they showed some great enterprise, and they're not going to be easy beats for the Victorian side here today. Victoria met Queensland in their first match last week, in fact, winning by 8 goals to 3. A team with so much experience and some of the best players in Australian indoor soccer playing. And they will start off with the Anatovsky brothers wearing 6 and 8. 2 players to certainly keep an eye on. Our referee for tonight's match is Mike Cotter. He's the main referee on the far side. And the linesman on the near side is Ron Parker from the A.C.T. and he's responsible for substitutions and also for all the clearances by the goalkeepers. It's Victoria who get us underway in the first half. They're attacking the goal to our left, the white shirts and the blue shorts, the A.C.T. in an all-yellow outfit. Bright start again from the Victorian side, who we remember last week scored after just 20 seconds. And the A.C.T. side trying to recover from that hammering from New South Wales in the opening game. Here comes Victoria, looking bright in these early stages. The shot though was blocked. And joining me again in commentary this week is the Australian head coach, Jim Roberts. Jim, quite a test this for the A.C.T. side. They really took it to New South Wales, but they thought he found themselves a goal down here after some 40 seconds. And the goal scorer, Salutinho for Victoria. So it's 1-0, A.C.T. 0, Victoria 1. And again a bright opening from Victoria, surrounded by players, but he finds a way through. That rockets into the back of the net. So a good start for Victoria yet again, Jim.
Yeah, shades of last week. It tends to be a bit of a trait from Victoria, but this is going to be a very, very interesting match. I know that the A.C.T. has certainly been working on their game last week, and they've really got it together. I think the players to watch are Maycor and definitely the Anatovsky brothers from Victoria.
Sanatoglu there, opening the scoring. It's his first goal, in fact, in this tournament. Failed to score last week in that 8-3 victory over Queensland. Now the A.C.T. trying to get back into this goal kick in the end. That's on Anatovsky. And now the A.C.T. winning back possession. It's a 2-on-3 situation if they can play it quickly. But Boris, Anatovsky there, recovered well. And they switch defence into attack. And it's Victoria 2, the A.C.T. 0. So Anatovsky again the goal scorer. He has scored the opening goal. But after the A.C.T. they've been doing some very good pressuring, a quick break and clinical finishing. The goalkeeper there, no chance whatsoever. And so with 11 minutes gone, it's now the A.C.T. 0, Victoria 2. And the A.C.T., who only seconds earlier had a 2-on-3 situation. But it seems to me, Jim, that the Victorian side are just that second quicker, not only with playing the ball, but they're thinking of the game.
Yeah, as we've said in previous weeks, it's the power over 4 or 5 metres or even 6 metres that really count, and Victoria have worked on that, and they're the masters of it at the moment. I think that's where they're creating a lot of space for one another, and let's not take it away from them either. They're very clinical when they get into a shooting position.
So Sanatoglu, who failed to score last week, has scored 2 goals here, so close there to a hat-trick. Hit that one on the turn, rather blind, but wasn't too far away from the goal. Now the A.C.T. trying to push that one through. It took a reflection. A real playmaker. He wasn't too happy there with his goalkeeper. Not the best of throws out from Cavallo.
He's a real perfectionist, Boris, and
here he is now on the ball. Just trying to slide that one through. A.C.T. On the number 2, who's come on as a substitute. He scored twice when he came on as a substitute in the first game a couple of weeks ago against New South Wales.
Yeah, Lou didn't really show his true potential in that game. I hope he does today. He's a very exciting player when he gets going. He comes forward very, very quickly and he's deadly in front of goal.
Well, there was a mix-up between two A.C.T. players, and they really have been punished. Well, they started off with a free kick, and they've now found themselves 3-0 down. But a free kick which nobody read. And look at this for simplicity. Good clinical finishing in the end from Atanasovsky, his first goal of the evening.
The A.C.T. are falling into the same sort of trap as they did in the previous game the other week, where they weren't really getting the 4 players back into defence. They've got to get those 4 players back in front of the attacking team's 4 players.
So we've had 14 minutes just over in this first half, and now it's 4, and Victoria now making it look so easy. Salantoglu, his 4th or his 3rd goal of the match. The quick break again, and the A.C.T. so exposed, and good finishing, and it's 4-0 now for Victoria.
Right, they seem to have become exposed to the back since young Jason Linsar's come. That's one of his major traits in a game, is to be able to hold the defence together. So hopefully A.C.T. can overcome this.
Well, just over 15 minutes gone in this first half, just under 15 to go. And it could be a long 14 minutes. Youngster, former Australian Youth International. He really has seemed to have lost his way. Yeah. Such an outstanding player when he came on 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Louis needs to lift his work rate instead of dropping his head. He needs to come back.
So corner for Victoria, hit deep and volleyed. What a tremendous goal!
Classic Kandinsky.
Kandinsky, who scored twice, makes it now 5-0 for Victoria. He scored twice last week. Variation on the corner, hit deep, and the whole defence went for the ball. It lobbed over, and Kandinsky really hammered that one, and the keeper had no chance whatsoever. So it's 5-0 for Victoria. And that goal coming after 18 minutes. Games have got 3 points, and Queensland and the A.C.T., for losing both their games, have got no points. Should any of these games finish in a score draw, there's 2 points for a team, and if it's a scoreless draw, there's just 1 point for each team. Ball now the play, in fact, near touchline, so it'll kick in now for the A.C.T. Alacon trying to shot, the goalkeeper got down well. George Cavallo, the goalkeeper, and that time he can watch that one go past the upright. Alacon getting more involved now for the A.C.T., and that's good news for them. A free kick, Jim. What's this for?
I'm not quite sure. Did he come outside of his D? I think it might have been because of the fact that he threw the ball and his hand went out at the other side of the D.
Well, he's trying to line up a 4-man wall to see if there's any part of the goal.
Yeah, no, not 5 in a wall.
Wasn't it simple?
The classic.
Well, you can't go through it, but you can easily go around.
That's the example for all young players. Never put any more than 3 in a wall.
Kandinsky was the final goal scorer, but they just spread it wide of the wall, and Kandinsky there completely unmarked and just rolls it into the back of the net. So Kandinsky scores his 2nd goal in tonight's match, and with 24.5 minutes gone of the first half, it's now the A.C.T 0, Victoria 6, and Kandinsky scores his 2nd goal tonight, adding into the 2 that he scored against Queensland last week.
Defence, and they're really showing the reaping the rewards of their efforts at the moment with a 7-0 lead.
So Victoria looking at the clock, willing to play it out. Alacon, goal here could change proceedings in the second half. He wasn't too far away. It was a good save in the end by the keeper. Is there going to be time for this corner to be taken? Alacon there trying his chances, and tipped over the bar by the keeper. And A.C.T unable to make anything from that corner. They come forward now with just a couple of seconds to go to the half-time hooter. And there is the half-time hooter. So here at the E.G. Whitlam Centre in Liverpool, Half-time in Game 3 of the Australian Indoor Championship. A.C.T. 0, Victoria 7. So the A.C.T. get the second half underway. Interesting, Jim, that number 8, Jason Lancer, is on from the start of the second half. So Jim Gordon must have been reading your thoughts.
I think so too, Mike. I think he'll add a different dimension to the game, this boy, and I think what he'll do will be able to hold it up at the back and try and create something for them and put the attackers into positions where they'll be able to score.
It's not quite a hopeless case for the A.C.T. I mean, if Victoria can score 7 goals in the first half, they've got a chance of scoring 7 in the second half, but not with shooting like that. Variantis there had the opportunity to immediately get this second half off to a great start from the A.C.T. Goal at his mercy, found to put it in the back of the net. Here he is trying to make up for it, and he was tripped on his way through. Although we've only had 60 seconds of this second half, there does seem to be a little bit more commitment from the A.C.T.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Gordon would have got into them at half time and really told them to lift their work rate, and that appears to be what they've done.
Lentz in there, Lentz trying the shot, saved by the feet of the goalkeeper. Cavallo. Now Victoria, their skipper just pushing it forward. And the ball goes out of play. It'll be a roll out from the goalkeeper for the A.C.T., their captain, Terry Janatopoulos. Now here come the A.C.T. Lancer. Variantis. Made it forward. Nice back heel there by he'd gone. He did, but there was nobody there. And Victoria punished them. And this is the danger with this Victorian side. The A.C.T. made a bright start, but they find themselves now 8 goals to 0 down. The little back heel, which was a mistake, and see how Victoria punished them. All play forward quickly. One wonders really what the A.C.T. can do about this. They've created a few chances by Paolo Macor. Victoria are going to make another substitution. And number 13 is coming on. And he comes on to replace Antonovsky. So the interesting thing is, who is number 13? Because he hasn't appeared on any of our team sheets. But he scored anyway. Well, what a sensational start. He's only been on for less than, 20 seconds. His first touch, and he scores. But who is he? We don't know at this stage, because he's not on any team sheet. But what good finishing. So now the A.C.T. finding themselves, well, we've just been told that the number 13 is Alex Nicolaides. Victoria, what a sensational start for him.
Yeah, great. Young Alex is a player that's come through the youth international ranks as well, and he's been out of the game for the last 12 or 18 months, so I'm quite sure that was a lovely introduction back into the game. He'll be pleased with himself.
Yes, Reece. The kick in. Kandinsky plays it from one side of the field to the other. And Nicolaides releasing the player forward. He had queuing up. A shot coming in from Kandinsky.
Dolce usually puts those ones away. He wouldn't be very happy with himself after that.
Well, he struck it so well. He just the direction was just slightly astray.
His timing's perfect.
And Victoria going to make yet another substitution. Odzo is the player to come on wearing the number 9 shirt. Odzo playing it forward. Shot on the turn. Toglu scored twice in this match. Made the third there by a good save from the A.C.T. keeper. Now Victoria. I think they're going to settle for this result.